Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Chaos Terran Aftermath. See him there in front of his box. I'm going to put him offside real quick. And yeah, checking out the box, you can see, yeah, there's Aftermath right there. And there's an Earthspark logo and Transformers, Hasbro, and there's a, oh, a Decepticon logo. Oh no. 6+ and yeah, Chaos Terran Aftermath. On the top, you have, you know, Earthspark stuff, including some line-wide artwork. Hey, look, there's more line-wide artwork, including Deluxe Class and Authentic Transformers. On this side, you have the hey, look, Decepticon symbol, and hey, look, him in the Earthspark logo. On the bottom, you have some information stuff, and on the back, you have copyrights and warnings and what's included in the box, and of course, the product shots of the figure itself. And on top of that, there's also the instructions to tell you how to transform things, and they're actually pretty straightforward for the most part, and it's actually kind of a clever transformation, actually. There's a couple things that definitely kind of glosses over, which is weird, because considering how it works. But anyway. Aftermath. I know this is a character that appears in Season 2, which I have not actually really started watching yet for various reasons. I just haven't got around to it. That's really that simple. Also, now I'm hearing kind of even people who enjoyed Earthspark kind of going, say Season 2 is not so great. I don't know, but I need to go ahead and watch it. But yeah, as it stands though, Aftermath here is actually a pretty darn good figure, even not just by like Earthspark standards, but in general. Getting in close, you can see, you know, very purple figure. You got lots of, you know, or pinkish purple, I guess. You got some silver and purple right here. You got a really nice looking, kind of almost fish-like head right there. All those very tiny. I think that's supposed to be the case because, you know, he's kind of tiny head on a massive body or something. You got the wheels on the shoulders. You know, some purple and a grill chest. You got some red right there, some silver, some black, gray. Well, this is supposed to be black too because you see those are that's tire details. That's supposed to be black right there because it's supposed to be tires, but well, it's not, unfortunately. You got some gray down here at the feet. You know, got a big old backpack, but you know, it's kind of forgivable considering it's a tow hook, which kind of gives him a bit of a flair, I guess. Yeah, so that's Aftermath as a whole. Looks pretty good. A couple things is like that. This is supposed to tab in. These fenders are supposed to tab into the back here, and I don't know what it is, but it's not doing it anymore. It was tabbing in just fine. Now it's popping itself back out of the pack out like that. You see that? I don't know what happened. It was doing this just fine. Now suddenly I'm recording, and now it's like, bah, no, well, whatever. Anyway, he does come with a gun. You know, nice picked out a nice bit of silver right there. It's a weird triangle, triple-barreled thing. Of course, you can you know, put it in his hand if you want. That's fine. It's kind of a pistol, or you can also like mount it right here like that as like an arm cannon. I always love doing that, so that's what I'm going to do personally. Yeah, he's actually pretty cool. Again, Takara gave him somewhat more accurate paint job, although they made some bizarre decisions themselves about like they gave him like the little like the tape over the headlights thing, which he doesn't have. So I don't know what that was about. They just very random like changes, but they made the shins black, which is supposed to be because, you know, it's supposed to be partially tires, whereas this is just gray. Very incorrect gray, but you know, it's a weird mixed bag of like the Hasbro version has some things better, does some things better than the other, and again, because of the cost of importing, I feel like it's not really worth hunting down the car version unless you're already like, you know, throwing it in with something else you're already buying anyway. So there you go. But articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, although it's kind of stiff on mine. So you got left and right. You do have up and down. Unfortunately, the platform gives way really easily. It doesn't lock into place when you transform it, which is a little unfortunate. He does have a bit of waggle, but not a whole lot. Shoulders are weird. They can swivel all the way around, although you kind of get caught because of their shape. You do have that. You do have this weird joint as well because it's on a ball joint. So you got all that. Outward is kind of limited due to, well, again, shaping, unless you, again, adjust that. Even then, it's still somewhat limited. So it's kind of, oh, he's got weird shoulders. He's got a bicep swivel, which is cool, and then he's also got a ball jointed elbow, so he's got elbow bend, which is good, and then you can also twist at the elbow. This also makes it really easy to actually misalign the biceps for like transformation and whatnot, which is a little annoying. There's a waist though, which is nice. Hips, you know, big old ball joints. You can kick pretty far forward, you can kick pretty far back. Outward, you have pretty much a full splits. You do have a dedicated thigh swivel as well, as the ball joint can wiggle on the ball joint there. You have this, that's the intended knee bend, but also because of transformation, you do have this, which means he has a more or less a double jointed knee, which looks a little weird, but he does have it, so if you need it for anything. And down here at the feet, he does have quite a bit of ankle tilt, and because of how he transforms stuff, he does have a swivel as well. Also a little off center, but still, he does have swivel, so that's pretty cool. He's actually got quite a bit of articulation for a Earthspark Deluxe, so I'm surprised. Genuinely kind of surprised. There you go. Well, apparently he's supposed to be Terran, but it looks like he's a bad Terran, so hey, whoops. I guess not every Terran is going to be a good person. I mean, it makes sense. Also, you can adjust how this sits, you know, up and down or farther back or whatever. This part right here is separate in the block. Oops, that was not supposed to come off. That part's not supposed to come off. But, that's the part I was referring to. Ah, this part can come off. And again, I guess you can hold that. It's just a 5mm part. You can hold that, or, you know, like this, I guess. A couple things you can do. Yeah. Peg it in right here. That's what I do. And they want you to do this with that. I prefer to doing that. Yeah, they want you to do this with the cab piece. I prefer to do it like that because there's already a backpack anyway, so it's not going to hurt anything sticking out that far, and it, you know, keeps it clear of the waist and everything. Doesn't have anything draping between his legs. So there you go. That's for some comparisons. Here's some fellow Terrans, although yeah, apparently they're not quite on the same size from what I'm seeing. From what I've seen. Twitch, what are you doing? You knocked over. You knocked them over. What are you doing? Adjusting. Yeah, so, you know, from earlier. There we go. Give an idea. Kind of, you know, shorter, but also very stocky. You see the head difference. It gives you an idea just how massive, I think, Aftermath is supposed to be compared to these two. And also, because they're wave mates, here's also Jawbreaker as well. So, there you go. Again, there's supposed to be a fair bit of a size disparity here, but yeah, the deluxes aren't really scaled together. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Aftermath has a pretty darn good robot mode. Honestly, the only thing I would say is the shoulders are just kind of weird to deal with, and some people I think are convinced they're supposed to be like this, and that doesn't look right. This looks better, but yeah, this gives you more posability. So, but overall, I do generally like the look of the robot, and it's just a generally fun figure as a whole. This is not just by Earthspark standards, this is just in general. So getting him transformed into truck mode. First get that unpegged from the arm. Take these fender bits and untab them from this piece right here. Just kind of move them forward. Untab them and move them forward like that. Just get them out of the way. So then you can go ahead and bring this truck bit up right here, and then also collapse the head in right there like that. So you do that right there. Now, what you do here is you bring these back down right here like that. That was just for clearance. Bring these back down, and then right here you want to rotate the arms out of the shoulder, and then there's a stalk right here that is on a hinge. You bring this down and in like that, like so, and also same thing on this side. You know, bring it down and in. And the thing is, okay, so there's these tabs right here, which is little slots here, and they also slot together, and it's a little tricky the first few times to do this, but you gotta more or less get the fenders positioned right and line those up with those tabs as well as each other, and it's like, first few times. Yeah, but yeah, you get those all tabbed together like that, and that's kind of more or less the front of the truck done. Then right here, what you do with the arms, you bend them forward like this, and you rotate the fists inward like so, and then at the ball joints, not the biceps, but the ball joint, you rotate it 180 degrees. And there's a tab here which will go into the slot into there, and this will tab into the side of the cab as well, like that. Again, rotate this 180 degrees, tab it into the fender and also the side of the truck, like that. Now here at the legs, what you want to do here is want to bend this knee right here and this knee, and bring them down like this, and then this lets you unfold this part right here. Like that. So you do that, and then again, bring this, you know, at the hip, bring this forward, bend this at the knee, and then the second knee, I guess. And then bring this piece out right here. Kind of get it cleared around. Now with the feet, what you want to do is you want to rotate them inward, and then they'll kind of go up. There's a little tab right here. It's not really much. It doesn't really do much, but you know, there's a little slot in the foot. You just kind of bring the foot in like this. And again, rotate the foot in, and then bring it in, and that'll tab in. Now right here, there's a peg hole on the foot, and what you want to do, there's also, they look half a triangular notch. What you want to do is, you want to use the side pegs and peg it into the foot right here like that, and then peg the other foot over top, like so, and make sure to squeeze the feet together. And that halo is kind of like exhaust. Then right here, what you want to do is, at the upper leg, you want to go, or yeah, no, at the lower knee, because you want to go. Is it lower? No. Yeah, at the upper. Yeah, you want to straighten out the lower knee piece and keep the upper knee piece intact. And what the heck just happened? I've never had this before. Of course, on camera, it freaks out. Yeah, you want to do it like that. Then when it's all said and done, when you got all that bent correctly, yeah, again, keep the upper knee bent, but the lower knee straightens back out, and then you tab these into the back of the arms. Tab these pieces back into that. Cooperates with you anyway. There we go. Tab those in. Again, I've never had this much issue with this thing off camera. So of course on camera wants to, it wants to misbehave. Alright, so you get that all lined up, and then up here you go ahead and rotate this whole thing around right here, and then you bring the cab down, and this will tab in and complete the front. And then right here, you can go ahead and just make sure this is all lined up right here, and then just bring this back and down like this. And once it's all together, there you go. There you have Aftermath in vehicle mode. Gonna be honest, I really like this truck mode. I really like this alt mode a lot. It's a very stylized, very old school tow truck. Very, the front end. It's actually kind of like an old 50s panel truck or whatever, and it actually reminds me of the monster truck Gravedigger. I'll say that. Because particularly with the red headlights and everything, you got the black grill, again the silver, kind of the smoke, exhaust pipes, and you got the silver right here for the like some lights up there. You got a bit of purple right there. You got the silver for the windows. You got these nice silver spiked bumper. The wheels are, unfortunately they're just, again, they're very thin because they got that whole thing faked in. Like, again, there's no paint on the rims or anything. There's a nice little exhaust pipe kind of thanks to the weapon right there. And, again, the tow thing is, it can spin a little bit. It can go up and down at this hinge and at this hinge, and this can spin as well. And that's pretty cool, and it rolls pretty darn well, actually. This is a nice, solid tow truck. I like this a lot. This is part of the reason I was so enamored. I like Aftermath. This is part of the reason I like Aftermath so much. It's just solid. Granted, yes, it's hollow. On the inside, you can see this. Yeah, you can see the head right there. There's a void here, but honestly, I don't mind. It just looks good. I personally don't mind that. If you do, that's kind of I understand, but that doesn't bother me. I generally like how this looks. I like how it's fun, and it's actually also a very inventive and clever transformation overall. The only thing I would complain about really is, well, this front bumper can be a little bit of a pain, particularly the first few times to get everything all lined up so it all tabs together nicely. But beyond that, it's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, I struggled with this stuff, but I don't know why. I've never struggled with it before, and something I did this time, but the stuff just popped itself out of alignment. That was that. But overall, it's still a fairly fun transformation, and you get a really good alt mode in. I like it a lot. It's really nice. It looks nice. It's got a nice thing. Yeah, the car version I think overall probably looks a little bit better, but again, you're paying closer to $40 versus to $20 if you go buy it at a store or whatever. So there you go. So again, some comparisons, I guess. Here's Twitch and H8 Ice Cream. I can never remember. There, some more Terrans, and again, here's Jawbreaker, the Wave Mate, and yeah, significantly larger, but again, scale is not really actually much of a thing for these deluxes. But as a whole, I'm gonna say, yeah, of all the Earthspark Deluxes, this is my favorite now. This is my new favorite. I really like this thing just because it's got it's just got this big, beefy, just like chunky, stocky, I guess, however other synonyms I can say for a robot mode. It just looks really good. And the transformation is actually clever and fun for the most part. And the truck mode, I think, overall looks really nice too. It's good, solid, and it's just an old school, like very stylized but old school truck. And I generally really like it. It's a lot of fun. Of all the Earthspark stuff, I think this guy, I highly recommend this guy. Of all the Earthspark toys, this is, I think, the Earthspark Deluxes. This is the one to get. I feel like of all of them. It's fun and looks good. And honestly, I feel like it wouldn't be too out of place out on a non-Earthspark collection. in some. So like it's just a good old just a hench bad guy just somewhere in your Decepticon ranks. So I recommend him, period. Even if you don't really like Earthspark that much, I think he's good enough to stand on his own. So my recommendation is go buy him. The real. I got him off Amazon. It's $20. He's a good toy. Get him. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.